My name's Andrea Gilbert. I am a veterinarian, a small animal veterinarian in Hardwick, Vermont. I started this clinic from scratch, essentially. There wasn't a clinic here. I came from a more suburban area where you didn't see pets who didn't get care. I guess he didn't really realize it exists, but now I see animals that get no veterinary care at all, not even basic needs. They have skin infections or ear infections or problems that can easily be solved. And I think the reason they're not solved is the owners either don't know how to approach the problem or can't afford fixing the problem. So
Doing Floyd.
Well, there was a stray cat that lived outside our apartment building that we moved into, and he was in pretty bad shape. So we all got our money together and said we were going to get him fixed. And I called Andrea, and Andrea said that she would do it for me. And so we got our little bit of money together, gave it to her, and when we all was said and done, we had $40 extra. And I said, well, let's put it into more cats, and that's where it happened.
what I'm proposing is coming up with a model where low-cost veterinary care can be offered at all the small practices that serve rural areas. We don't tend to have one big practice where a bunch of small independent practices. So I want to come up with a system where people can offer low-cost care. It's going to be bounded care. You can't do everything. You just have to do the basic things well and inexpensively. And then we can use a web thing so people can schedule, the customers can schedule their appointments at any practice, and then any practice can look at the record and see what was done and work off of that and build on that. So it's just kind of like developing a community of small animal hospitals that, even though they're independent, they work together to serve the animals that are underserved. Why I think something like this hasn't been done before is the usual small animal practice in a rural environment is they're all independent little businesses and they don't work together. Veterinarians want to help animals, and we like helping people, and we don't mind helping people with less money. We don't mind working with them. However, you can only expect a small business to spend so much time on essentially non-revenue generating tasks when they have bills and payroll and everything to meet. So I think if we can take this population and spread it over a bunch of different practices in an efficient manner, that would help serve more animals. What I'd like to do is first come up with the web portal, then try out the system in the clinic I have, so use my place as the experimenter and figure out what works and what doesn't. Then get the word out to the community so we can figure out what works for them scheduling and what doesn't, because we don't want to we want it all to be as automated as we can so people aren't answering the phones, making these appointments. And then we'd like to roll it out to other clinics kind of in a regional basis, like I can ask people I know here and show them the idea and then just carry it out from there. The challenge, I think the biggest obstacle is going to be other veterinarians, because we are more competitors than colleagues. When you own your own small business, the guy 15 miles down the road is a competitor. Even though he's a colleague, he's still a competitor. So we have to get people to work together. It's going to be bounded care. It can't be endless care. There's problems that cannot be addressed in this model. It has to be the simpler things that have a fix, and you have to make sure you set the expectations of the consumer